Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Automotive Carnage. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. We are going to go vlog style and just film this whole weekend. We have quite a few things lined up ready to do, so instead of doing something just to focus on the Cressida, I thought I'd take you for a journey and show you what we can get up to in a simple week here in the bush. Yes, good everyone, my name's DJ and thank you for joining me on this episode of Automotive Carnage. Today we are going to be doing quite a few different random jobs that I quite often do each weekend that comes around. So today we're going to be playing around down in the yard with all my cars behind me, and we're going to just do a bit of a tidy up, get rid of a few parts we don't need, organise the parts we do need. As you can see, there's a couple of new vehicles there that we haven't spoken about. I'll talk about those shortly. Plus also we have a whole brand new one that I just picked up for no apparent reason. Yep, anyway, so we've got to unload that as well. The trailer needs a few repairs. We'll do a bit of work on the Cressida. And then tomorrow, we've been given a lead on a very interesting Valiant. Now, I haven't seen any photos of it. All I've been told is that it's a Valiant and it's got quad headlights. Now, if you guys know anything about Valiants, if they've got quad headlights, it is either a VIP or a Chrysler by Chrysler. Those are the only models that ever came with the 4 round headlights on the front. So it's definitely a sedan. We've got no charger today, or tomorrow I should say. So we'll go out there and we'll go have a look. We'll take the trailer with us just in case it's something interesting. We're going out with one of our favourite local elders, Merv. He's going to show us around again, and hopefully we can have a bit of a chat to him. So today, first thing we're going to do is get the new Forester off the trailer. Let's get into it. Well, that went surprisingly easier than anticipated, but there we go. The Forester is now off the trailer and is sitting waiting to be worked on. So the reason I got this one was a friend of mine traded his really nice VY to help out an old lady and got this in return. The immobilizer played up and now he can't start it. We can get it running on starter fluid down the intake, but there's no power going to the injectors. And so I've been talking to Benny from Benny's Custom Works, and he's given me a few tips as to how we can make this thing work and bypass that immobilizer. So that will be in a future episode. Plans for it is pretty much get it working, drive it for a little bit out in the bush, have some thrashing fun, 4-wheel drive. It is the 2-litre turbo. So you get your turbo down there, 5-speed manual. So really fun car. And then once we've had our fun, we'll probably just strip it for its engine, gearbox and diffs, because it's starting like 400,000 Ks apparently, according to the clock, and she has seen better days. I mean, that needs replacing, that needs replacing, that all needs replacing, that needs replacing. Like, this car has trashed the poor thing. Oh, and the windscreen, that's smashed. So besides the driveline, there's not too much going on. We'll probably strip it down, set up for a few parts. It's not an import, it's a Australian delivered version, but still, it's really cool. Leather interior, AC, all that good stuff. So that's that one. The other new car we got is we have our XC Ute back. Some of you may remember a while ago that was meant to be in a pilot show that we were working on, which never eventuated. My friend collected a whole bunch of driveline parts for it, and then decided that he just wasn't keen on it. He wanted to work on some of his other vehicles, so I brought it back off him. So we do have a 302 4-speed to go back into that, so it will match its tag, but it will not be matched its numbers. So that's really cool. So we'll build up this. It is a factory GS, so it will be, yeah, GS 302 4-speed. We'll get it mechanically driving. We'll do a couple of burnouts and then we'll flog that on. Not my favorite shape Ford, so we'll have some fun with it and then move it on. And then we got this one as well, FG Falcon 2012 G6 50th anniversary edition. So a few little bits, except the guy smacked it into a low concrete barrier and pushed everything back, and complete write-off, bent chassis rails, the whole works. But what we do have is still a running Barra with the ZF 6-speed gearbox. So great for transplants. I'm going to try to use some of the interior, or we'll sell the interior. Yeah, we'll try to recoup a few of the costs from the good parts left on it. I think that's all that's new. We've still got the Sylvia. That's my bush hack at the moment, just a BA Falcon wagon. We've got a couple of Holden V8s sitting down here that we found in the bush. Don't think I've shown you this. Long time ago, we actually did find these in the bush from one of my bush wreck hunting videos. But yeah, we found two 253 V8s sitting out there. Yeah, I think that's everything new down at the yard here at the moment. So now we'll head home and I'll show you what repairs we have to do to this trailer. Okay, we're back home now, and first thing I want to do today is really give this trailer a bit of love. Haven't really done any maintenance to it except for some tightening the bearings and re-greasing them since I purchased the thing, and now the age and the roughness is starting to show. So first thing is our jockey wheel. That's gone all floppy and shitty, so we've got a brand new one of those. We'll have to chop the welds off and we'll weld a new one on there. Fantastic, that's good to go. And then our winch, these cables, I'm really not happy with the setup, and so what we've gone and done is had one of these cables made up. So got an Anderson plug there, and we'll swap out the cables on the actual winch for these ones here, and then that way a lot less damage to occur and much easier to set up and get working. And then if we get time, the other thing we've got to do is go through and replace a few of these side markers that have fallen off. There's a few of those all around, and I think underneath we've got a cable tie up. Yep, a few wires there. Oh, the electric brake on that one's completely snapped off, so we'll get underneath there and fix those as well. Alrighty, let's start with the fun big stuff first. Good morning everybody, and welcome to the outback of Western Australia. Now how's this for a bit of a throwback? We're having to record on my phone because this guy, me, forgot to bring any spare batteries for the GoPro and the microphone. So video footage at the moment might be a little bit dodgy. But anyway, we've got my mate Merv in front of me here, and he has going to show us where hopefully this quad headlight Valiant is. And look, there we go. That does not look like a Chrysler by Chrysler, but that's okay. We'll go have a look, see what we got. Alrighty, what do we have here? It is a station wagon, so it's definitely not a Chrysler by Chrysler. So what do we have? Nice baby blue color. Oh, still got the engine here, which is good. We'll have a look at that. Let's check out this front end and see what we have. Ah, we have a CL. I completely forgot that the CLs have quad headlights at the front. Of course. Yeah, most of the Valiants I play with are VC, VE, VF, so I was getting all excited and frothing that this could have been a VIP or a Chrysler by Chrysler. But yes, the CLCMs, they did come with twin or quad headlights at the front end. But looking over this, it actually doesn't look too bad. So let's check out this engine first. What we got here? Hemi, obviously, twin barrel carb, so that's good. If we look down here, we go, oh, okay, I think we know why this car was parked up. Yep, he's got a leg out of bed there. Being that this is a twin barrel, we are probably looking at a 245. That's all right. Oh, we still have a tag, so let me see here. 78 model, CL station wagon, and VIN number is CL2M45. So M is just a Valiant 2. 2 would be a 245. Right, let's have a look back here a little bit. Great front end still on there. Engines there, look, stub axles, lower control arm, subframe, sway bar, that's all here. That floor is pretty immaculate. I can only see a few small pinholes of rust in that floor. Still got a complete diff. We are missing one of the brake drums. Fuel tank's had a hole punch in the bottom so that someone can nickel the fuel. These are my favorite when they fix up the sills. Just use a bit of galvanized sheeting. and that's all good. Look at this one up here. Look at that from there all the way across, just one big sheet of galvanized steel. Man, so those sills are absolutely gone. Bottom corners, obviously, and the doors, we've still got door handles though. It's actually fairly straight. It's not, I mean, it's not a special model CL, just being a CL2. But that's a really good nick. I'm almost tempted to pull it back right side up just to see what that other side looks like. Rear bumper looks good. Tailgate looks usable. What's the interior look like? Sorry guys, I forget the camera's a bit closer than GoPro. Floor looks good in there. Still got a bench seat in the front. Steering wheel. This would almost be worth bringing home. Glove box, dash pad, column shift. Probably, yep, it was automatic, column shift auto. It's a really good find. I'm loving this. This is really cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the CLs and CMs. I feel that they just got too fat in this generation. I much prefer the Safaris of the VE, VF generation. But still, that's a good example. Really good. The roof straight. Oh, except for there's a little bit of a dent. Oh, sorry, dent there. That's a good example. What's the cowl look like? Actually, didn't check the cowl out, did we? Look at that. That is straight. Hardly any rust in that at all. No windows. Now all the windows have been smashed out. Spoiler, oh, bullet hole in there from when it was right side up. Yeah, really good. We might, I don't think we'll take this one home today, but we will definitely be back in the future if we need a Valiant wagon. That is a really good clean example. Alright, so what's next is we've unhooked our trailer, just make it a bit easier to maneuver in the bush, and we'll head out, we'll go check out this HQ sedan that Murph knows about, and we'll see if that's worth taking home. Alright folks, how is this for an absolutely awesome find? HQ sedan, was a factory L20, so 6-cylinder, still got the front end on there. Although it's been, you know, damaged in through there. Sorry about the shadow, it's quite a bright day. Engine and trans is long gone. But I say all the tags are still here. So yeah, M20, L20 M40 transmission. So column shift automatic. Down this side is not too bad. So we've been over it, and the actual rust, structurally rust, is not that bad. Now obviously the roof is the worst case. That's been punched in pretty bad. We also have rust up in that corner, obviously down the cowl, which is very, very common. The floors are down the center under the trans tunnel. That's all solid, but the actual footwells need to be replaced. Now you may have noticed we have windows. This car has all 6 side windows, so 3 on either side. So it's only missing the windscreen and the rear window. Coming inside here, bench seat obviously, so someone's cut a hole in there. I guess they tried to do a floor shift conversion at one point. Bit of tin, riveted down to cover the hole. Very janky. Alright, so that's what I'm talking about with the floor. The center section looks really good, but it's all rusted out down there. Parcel shelf looking nice and straight. The rear of the roof is in good condition. It's just that front part, I'd say someone's jumped on there pretty heavily. Rear diff, that's still in there. Come around into the boot. The boot is immaculate. I can't find any rust in the floor of that. Rear bumper, yeah, well, it's there, which is cool. What's that? I'm a news hound? Something? Okay, interesting bumper sticker. So really cool example. I'm almost tempted to bring this one home. I do really want an HQ Holden, specifically an HQ. But whether I'm ready to start working on one, well, we all know I'm not ready to work on one, but it is a dream to have an HQ. And this is just a really good example, because where it does have rust, there is a lot of patch panels available for those areas. I mean, we've already got the glass on the sides. Yeah, really tempting. So we've got the trailer here. I'm not sure which vehicle we'll put on. We will put the CL wagon on, or we will take the HQ sedan. Merge just told me he knows where there's another HQ, so we might go check that out as well. It's 50 k's in the other direction. So yeah, let's go see what happens next. So we're just bombing along in the bush, checking out a few extra wrecks, and look what we found. Falcon sedan, XRXT. I'll let you guys tell me which one. It's got the round tail lights with the stripe through the middle there. So unfortunately she's too far gone to do anything useful, but rear bumper's good, still got a couple of good rust cuts in there. Interior's gone, diff's still there, but axles are missing. Oh yeah, she's definitely had a hard life sitting in the bush here. Plenty of bullet holes in this one. Yeah, looking at this, look, it's still got the tag on the front here, so engine is an S, transmission's an N. Looking at the engine mounts, I believe that to be a 6-cylinder, but you guys can let me know. This generation of Falcon, I'm still very much learning about. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Inside, got a door handle, a few bits of chrome trim. Dash is gone. Definitely had a life. That floor looks all right, actually, so we'll get hold of Mark from Mark's 180SX YouTube channel. He might need some of those floors for his one that he's going to be eventually restoring, but there you go, absolutely beautiful XT XR Falcon. Really cool find. There we go, we are back in the shed now. We have our proper camera and microphone back, so I do apologize for the bad audio, but we found some really cool cars and I was not going to go all that way and not get any footage for you. So that CL, found out there was just over 6,000 of those made, so still fairly low production, but that's the CL station wagon with the 245 automatic. 6,000 of those made, so kind of cool. Did get the comment that it is light blue, so therefore it may possibly be a South Australian police vehicle. Don't know, we would have to do some more research into that. So didn't bring anything home. Went out with the empty trailer, which did well. The new jockey wheel's awesome. The new winch, I assume, is awesome. I didn't get to use it actually. We didn't bring anything home. Just because we've already got enough projects. I don't want to go getting another project just yet, but maybe sometime in the future we'll go get that HQ. That's a really nice HQ, that one. Anyway, back in the shed, time to do some work on the Cressida now. And what I really want to do is get that drive shaft in. Now, to get the drive shaft in, we have to sort out the handbrake situation first. Now, I have a bit of a plan as to how I'm going to make it work. The problem we have is that the cable for the Hilux is too long, so we need to trim that up and get it to work with the factory handbrake lever. So I got a bit of a plan, so I'm going to jump under there now, give it a crack, and see what happens. And then, all going well, we get that in, we get the drive shaft in, get the speed sensor ring in, and then we might do some wiring, but we'll see how we go. All right, get into it. All right, folks, here we go. It's been about an hour or so later, maybe an hour and a half. And if we come down under here, the first thing you'll notice is we have a drive shaft. It is now fully in place, and I'm really, really excited. That's the main thing that I wanted to achieve this afternoon, and it's done. So if I spin the hub, which is really, really hard. Oh gosh. There you go. Rotates freely and wonderfully. All right, same out here. Okay, and now also, if we go and pull this up, and we try that again, nope, handbrake works. So there we go. Handbrake works, drive shaft's in, so now the engine is connected to the transmission, transmission is connected to the drive shaft connected to the axle. That drive line is all bolted in for the final time, and that is absolutely massive. Very, very exciting about that. So now we're come on to that wiring. Good old wiring that I get so confused about. But anyway, we've started to run our fuel pump line, reverse lights. We're going to leave the speed sensor for now. You will have noticed that I had the ring on the diff, but we're not going to wire it up just yet. Main reason being is we have no way of displaying a speed anyway, because that doesn't work. And not like we'll be able to make the modern technology talk to the old cluster anyway. We still need to hook up the actual shifter cable from the shifter area to the actual transmission. We need to do that. As I said, running the wiring for the fuel pump, put in some start ignition and start switches, which what we're going to do there is use the original radio facade there. I've got some cool bolts that make it look like it's got dials still, and they will hold a backing plate in, and we'll have our 2 switches right there. So that's cool. With these holes here will be big enough to house the gauges for water temperature and oil pressure, which we've got a couple of those we found at a swap meet, so they meet the criteria. So yeah, a little bit of wiring. We're still waiting for fluids to arrive. We haven't quite got the right fluids in town, so I've had to order those in, fill it all up, hook up those last wires, and next, I'm going to be brave here, I'm going to say next episode, we should hear this thing run. Now that is a real positive note to end this video. So again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of a different vlog style of what I get up to on a typical weekend. And yeah, it was really fun to bring you along. So we'll catch you later on another episode of Automotive Carnage.